Welcome to the fruit section of the new meal pattern requirements training effective July 1st, 2012. Let's start off with some school nutrition jeopardy. Which 3 items pictured on this slide are not allowable as a fruit component? The items pictured are dried fruit, peaches in heavy syrup, fresh fruit, fruit snacks, juice, frozen juice bars, frozen fruit, or a formulated grain fruit product. Answer: peaches in heavy syrup, fruit snacks, and formulated grain fruit product. Fruits and vegetables are now 2 separate meal components. Let's look at the changes effective in 2012-2013 for fruits. This slide shows the section of the lunch meal pattern chart for fruit. The minimum weekly requirement at lunch for fruit is 2.5 cups for grades K to 5, as well as grades 6 to 8, and a minimum of 5 cups per week for grades 9 to 12. The daily requirements are shown in parentheses. Grades K to 5 and grades 6 to 8 have minimum daily requirements of 1/2 cup, and grades 9 to 12 must be offered a minimum of 1 cup of fruit daily. Remember, with offer versus serve, the 1 cup must be offered, but students may select a 1/2 cup serving to meet the reimbursable meal criteria. Note, there is no daily or weekly maximum limit for fruits, providing the calorie limitations are not exceeded. Fruit may be offered as fresh, frozen without added sugar, dried with sugar coating because dried fruit is sometimes processed with sugar to keep the pieces from sticking together, 100% juice or juice blends, or canned in light syrup, water, or fruit juice. The only exception is that frozen fruit with added sugar may be served in school year 2012-2013 and school year 2013-2014, so schools can use up existing inventories. This applies to USDA foods and commercially prepared fruit. Starting in school year 2014-2015, only frozen fruit without added sugar may be offered, meaning the frozen fruit may be packed with unsweetened water or juice only. No more than half of the fruit component offered may be in the form of juice. But please note that this is a change. This is now a weekly limit. Previously, juice could only be credited to meet half of the fruit component requirement for a meal. Juice is no longer limited to 1/2 the fruit component requirement for the meal. There is now a weekly limit. So, 4 ounces of juice credits as 1/2 cup of fruit. 6 ounces of juice credits as 3/4 cup of fruit. Let's look at some examples. Example 1. Although we are not encouraging this, juice could be credited to meet the entire fruit component on a given day. However, no more than half of the weekly offering for the fruit component may be in the form of full-strength juice. Looking at example 1, over this week, 5 fruit components were offered. Out of the 5 components, 2 were juice. If juice was served 3, 4, or 5 times throughout the week, that would not meet the new requirements. But if they served juice once or twice, that would meet the new requirements. Example 2. Juice may be offered each day as long as another form of fruit is also offered each day, so that no more than half of the fruit component offered over the week is in the form of juice. Looking at example 2, over the course of the week, 10 fruit components are offered and 5 of the 10 are juice. This meets the requirements. If they served 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 juices, that would not have met the new requirements. Also note that on Wednesday, they offered orange juice and a fresh orange. Now the same fruit may be offered in 2 forms at a meal. The fruits are still credited based on volume served. Please continue to use the food buying guide. The food buying guide will be updated as necessary. The fruit section was updated in August 2012. Dried fruit is credited at twice the volume that it is served. For example, 1/4 cup of raisins contributes 1/2 cup fruit toward the fruit component. Only 100% full-strength juice or juice blends can be offered. Diluted juice is no longer allowable. Fruit may be served in 1/8, 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, or 1 cup portions. However, 1/8 is the smallest creditable portion size for fruit. 100% fruit strips, drops, or snacks are no longer creditable. Starting in 2012-2013, snack-type fruit products that may have been previously allowable do not contribute to a reimbursable meal. Starting in school year 2014-2015, a daily 1-cup serving of fruit must be offered at breakfast. Let's do some more school nutrition Jeopardy questions. Can 100% fruit and vegetable juice blends contribute to reimbursable meal? Yes, if the first ingredient in the 100% juice blend is fruit juice, then the juice can contribute to fruit requirement. If the first ingredient is a vegetable juice, then the juice can contribute to the other or additional vegetable requirement. Is frozen 100% juice without added sugar allowed under the new guidelines? Yes, 100% juice without added sugar, served liquid or frozen like a frozen fruit bar, may be served. Diluted juice is not allowable. Can I offer only juice to meet the fruit component on Mondays and Wednesdays? Yes. However, we encourage you to serve fresh, frozen, or dried fruits daily, and over the week, no more than half of the fruits offered can be in the form of juice. Is dried fruit with sugar coating allowed? Yes, dried fruit is sometimes processed with sugar to keep the fruit pieces separated. If you have questions about the content of this presentation, please contact the Pennsylvania Department of Education, Division of Food and Nutrition. Contact information can be found on this slide. Funding for this presentation has been provided by a 2011 Team Nutrition Training Grant from the United States Department of Agriculture.